Hey Sparkies, it's Miss Sherry. I thought I'd jump on here and connect with you guys since we are unable to meet in person tonight. I'm going to read you guys a story about Sparky. It's called Sparky Shines His Light. Begins with a verse from Matthew chapter 5 verse 16. It says, "Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven." All right, we're going to begin our story about Sparky. The insects of Stump Village lived deep in the heart of the deciduous forest. Stump Village was a very busy place. Each morning the adult insects would fly, crawl, and run to their jobs, in the trees and around the village. Each morning the bug children went to school, but only until lunchtime. After that they were free to have fun for the whole afternoon. They all liked to play baseball, but Robbie the rhinoceros beetle was the best at hitting home runs. They all liked to sing, but Kate the cricket was the best musician of them all. They all liked to play hide and seek, but Freddie the flea was best because he could hide in tiny little spaces. They all liked to run races, but Laura the ladybug was best because she could fly like the wind. Sparky the firefly wasn't best at anything. He couldn't hit home runs, or hide in tiny spaces, or run fast, or make beautiful music. But Sparky did have something special. Whenever Sparky was thankful, his tail glowed with a soft yellow light. Unfortunately, Sparky's light often got him into trouble. Like the day Sparky and his friends were playing hide and seek. Sparky had a great hiding place, but the more thankful he was for his spot, the brighter his light shone, and everyone could see him. Or the day Sparky got all the words right on the spelling test, well, except for the word spaghetti. He was so thankful that his light grew brighter and brighter. Sparky said the teacher, Miss Arachnid, "Turn off your light. You are disrupting the rest of the class." Sparky wanted to obey, but he couldn't. He had become a very thankful bug. "I can't turn off my light," he said. "Go to the principal's office." Miss Arachnid pointed toward the door. Another night, Robbie's dad took the bugs camping next to a root at the bottom of the stump. The bugs roasted marshmallows around the fire while Katie sang a beautiful song to them, and Freddie happily danced on top of the root. Mr. Rhinoceros Beetle smiled. "That was a fine song, Katie, and a fine jitterbug, Freddie." But after a while, everyone was getting tired, so they rolled out their sleeping bags. The night was cold and the ground was hard. 2 rocks poked against Sparky's tummy. Sparky thought about his soft, warm bed at home, and the more he thought about it home, the more thankful he became and the brighter his light shone. "Sparky," grumbled Mr. Rhinoceros Beetle, "please turn out your light. It's late." "Yeah, light switch," said Freddie the flea. Sparky felt alone and sad. Sparky decided that he would never be thankful again. Being thankful only got him into trouble. And then on went Sparky's mother made him a special breakfast before school. He did not say thank you. When Laura the ladybug apologized for laughing at him, Sparky pretended not to hear. And when his friends asked him to play games with them, Sparky walked away. Sparky was one miserable bug. Then one evening, Laura said to the Sparky, "We're going swimming in the puddle. Do you want to come?" Sparky was so excited he couldn't say no. The puddle was his favorite place to play. "I'll come," he said, but he was careful not to thank Laura for the invitation. As the bugs walked down the path, Katie's mother called out to them, "Come home before the sun goes down." Sparky thought that was a good idea. The forest was scary after dark. When they reached the puddle, Sparky dipped his toe in the cool water, perfect for swimming. Sparky started to feel very thankful. "If I have any more fun, my light will show, and everyone will laugh at me," he told himself. So he sat on the shore and thought about mushrooms. Sparky didn't like mushrooms at all. Sparky's friends were having so much fun splashing each other and playing Marco Polo that they forgot about the time. Sparky forgot as well because he was too busy thinking of excuses not to be thankful. The sun dipped lower and lower and then slipped behind the trees. Suddenly, Robbie cried, "It's getting dark." "Let's go," said Sparky. The bugs grabbed their towels and they started running up the path as fast as their bug legs would carry them. But they were too late. Soon the entire forest was dark. Sparky and his friends could no longer see where they were going, and they huddled together, shaking with fear. Strange howls and hoots floated down from the branches above them. What was that?" squeaked Freddie the Flea. His voice was even higher than usual. A pair of large yellow eyes blinked out at them from in a tree. "I want to go home," said Robbie the Rhinoceros Beetle. Sparky wanted to go home too. He wished his dad was there to lead them back to the Stump Village. He imagined he was safe in his bed, and his mother was kissing him goodnight. He was so thankful for his parents. Suddenly, Laura the Ladybug gasped. "Sparky," she said, pointing to his tail, "your light is shining." And it was. A small yellow glow illuminated the path all around him. "Keep being thankful," Laura told him, your wings buzzing with excitement. And Sparky did. He thought about how safe he felt whenever his father gave him a big hug. He thought about how fun it was to play games all afternoon long with his friends, even if he never won. He thought about school and how good it was to learn how to spell big words like spaghetti. Never had Sparky been so thankful. Never had his light shone so brightly. The bug ran up the path cheering for Sparky. When they finally reached Stump Village, Freddie the Flea whispered, "I'm sorry I called you names. Your light is a very special gift." "Thank you," said Sparky, and his light shone even brighter. And from that day on, Sparky no longer worried about being the best. He pitched baseballs to Robbie. He laughed at Freddie's hiding places. He raced as fast as he could against Laura. He danced when Katy the Cricket made beautiful music. And at night, when the sun went down and the stars danced across the sky, Sparky thought about how thankful he was for his friends, and his light would sparkle brightly in the darkness. Sparky started out being a very thankful bug, and then he quit being thankful. And he was miserable. He was not having fun at all. By the end of the story, him shining his light and being thankful saved his friends, and really saved him, because then Sparky was happy again. God wants us to shine our light. We're not fireflies, so our light isn't something that's shining as bright like when they're out in the dark with us, but our light is showing Jesus to those around us, and we can do that in so many different ways. Sparkies, you can share who Jesus is with your friends, with your family. You can talk about what God has done for you. And as you do that, you're letting your light shine. And when you obey your parents, you're letting your light shine. And when you do the right thing, you're letting light shine. So let's make sure that we're being lights this week and make sure that you are showing everyone who Jesus is while you're around your family and your friends. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. We will see you guys again next week. Have an amazing night. Bye, Sparkies.